Welcome to Under the Plum Bob, the podcast about all things related to the EA Maxis series of games called The Sims. We avoid the real world by talking about our made up ones. Each episode will focus on one of the several rotating things, including building, gameplay, lore, and today, mobile phone games.
Woohoo! We are going to talk about The Sims Freeplay. I'm Jess, by the way. Hi.
This is Jen. How are you guys today?
Woohoo!
Great. Awesome. We're going to be talking, like Jess said, about Sims Freeplay. The cash grab, everything kind of with The Sims a cash grab, but...
Were you hoping for a less salty episode? Too bad. We've got the salt this one.
Yeah!
So much salt.
It's not Sims 4 salt this time. It's EA.
It's a different variety. This is our pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah, I love pink Himalayan salt, though.
It's good. So I think we are the only two that have played Sims Freeplay on the team, so I think that's why we're the ones tackling it.
Yeah, because, I don't blame everyone else. I played for maybe, I want to say, like a week, and then, I just picked it up to start the episode, and things had changed, but also they didn't change because, can't do anything if you don't pay money.
Yeah. First time I played was probably about 6 or 7 years ago. And then I put it down for a few years, and I picked it back up a couple years ago, and I haven't touched it since.
Yeah, because, we've been paying money to play the actual Sims a mobile.
It was fun up to a certain point, but we'll get into all of this. So, The Sims Freeplay is on iOS, Android, and Windows Phone if you still have a Windows Phone. It was released on December 15th, 2011 for iOS, February 15th, 2012 for Android. An Amazon Kindle Fire version was released September 22nd, 2012, and the Windows version was released September 14th, 2013. It's the first Sims game released on the iPad, and it differs from the regular Sims game in that it uses real time. So instead of in The Sims where a second is a minute, it's literally if you get on in the morning, the sun's coming up in the game. If you get on in the middle of the night, the moon's up. It was interesting when I was only playing it at 10 o'clock at night. It was always dark out in my game.
Yeah, and you can't press 3 to speed through anything.
Yeah, there is no speeding through anything. If your sim is going to take an hour to do something, it's going to take an hour to do it.
And then when they go to work, isn't it an actual 8-hour shift?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They are gone literally all day. So yeah, I'd get up in the morning, send them all to work, and then play when I got off work.
We're all going to work today.
Yep. The description that was on Sims Wiki is The Sims Freeplay is a version of the beloved life sim game that combines the features you love with a brand new experience for your iOS, Android, BlackBerry 10, Windows Phone, or Kindle device that you can play for free. I put a big red asterisk on this. For free. Build and personalize your own town and control up to 34 Sims by choosing their jobs, pets, cars, and more in the deepest Sims experience for mobile devices yet. Complete actions to level up and earn simoleons and lifestyle points for access to new items, decorations, and buildings. Your Sims live in a persistent world, so take them with you and check in anytime to see what they're doing. Continual game updates and social features like visiting your friends' towns and comparing them with the leaderboard means you'll have a great new experience every time.
Well...
You're free to play with your Sims as you would in the PC console game, but it's very bare bones unless you complete the quests that it gives you. It adds different functions and experiences like having babies and aging Sims up. You literally can't go in and say, hey, I'm going to have a baby.
Yeah.
You got to do a quest for it.
I'm sorry, BlackBerry, though?
Yeah, I saw that. Who still has a BlackBerry, too?
Even in 2012 when this came out, 2011, I don't know anyone who had a BlackBerry in 2011.
I don't either.
I feel like that was a 2008 thing, but...
Hey, if you had a BlackBerry in 2012, good for you.
Yeah, they were pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Any good Sims game, there's cheats. The big one was to change the date and time so you could like skip through things quicker, called the time cheat, and it was very popular. However, it would make buildings longer. It would take buildings longer to complete because if you started building something, you had so many hours. You couldn't cancel that out. Sims and babies would take longer to arrive where you're sending them. You couldn't send your Sims to work. You couldn't get daily rewards. The game would crash. Competitions and gifts wouldn't show up, and you wouldn't be able to access timed events and limited edition awards.
Uh, okay.
Yeah, and it would also prevent you from saving to the cloud.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so one time where cheating in a Sims game is not going to help you.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That you gotta pay money and you can't cheat. Good lord.
Yeah. I will say this is probably because this was not like EA or Maxis. This was from Fire Monkey Studios that made this game.
That's true. That's
Mhm.
true.
So they're all about the mobile games there.
So there's multiple currencies in the Sims Freeplay, allowing players to purchase items such as clothing, furniture, pets, cars, as well as complete actions more quickly, skip tasks, build buildings, and more. The game currently features three forms of currency: simoleons, lifestyle points, and social points, as well as the VIP perk program upgraded by making purchases with real life money. Oh, there we
And
go.
there's the money.
Yep.
And there's where it becomes not free.
So simoleons are the most important and easy to get currency in the game. They are needed for most furniture purchases, some clothing purchases, and most importantly, building buildings. I think I'm in the middle of doing one of those, like a baseball field, maybe?
Ooh, that's farther along than me because I don't have one of those in my game.
They can also be used to purchase cars, pets, houses, locations, and many other things.
You can drop like anywhere from $5 to $100 to get a wide variety of simoleons.
$100. $100.
I know, it blows my mind when I see these games where you can easily drop $100 into it.
Yeah. And that's what, 12?
12,800,000 simoleons.
Good. Wow. And the VIP level is going to go up the more you spend too. So they're going to reward you for paying your money at least.
That's good, at least.
And you can get simoleons by sending Sims to work or school, collecting rent. Each residential and community lot has a timer. So I know, like, from when I played, and like I noticed it still when I picked this back up, that like you go click on each house, even like a different residential lot is going to have more time that you have to wait to click it.
Mm-hmm. The more you build, the longer you have to wait for those ones.
You can watch ads like with every other mobile game, selling items. Oh, having a pet dig them up. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew this because I don't have any pets in my game, but my friend does, and I would go to her world occasionally, and her dog would find simoleons for me.
Oh, that's cool. Your friend's pets can do stuff for you.
If you go to your friend's worlds and they have pets, those pets will help you too.
That's cool. You can place third or fourth in a competition, daily allowance, completing tasks, tapping a fish that swallowed your sim.
I've done that one before. It's pretty fun.
How does that work?
You just gotta like every time it like pops up out of the water, you gotta keep tapping it, and before it spits your sim back out, it'll give you like simoleons.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like a cow plant?
Kind of, but it's like it's a rare chance. Like when you're fishing,
Oh, okay.
like occasionally you'll try to reel in a fish, and it'll pull you in and swallow you.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
But yeah, it'll like flap around and then spit you back out.
Oh, well, I kind of want to try that now.
Mm-hmm.
You can win them from a simoleon sprout that you plant in your garden. Is that like a money tree? Like from
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's you can do it every day. Like it's one of
Oh,
those daily kind of things. You plant it, it'll pop up. It'll kind of like let you like spin it, kind of like a slot machine. thing.
Oh.
If you get a certain combination of stuff, it'll give you more simoleons,
Oh.
like a little jackpot.
And you can receive them as a party boat gift. I don't think I've unlocked that party boat yet, or I don't understand how it works.
I am so close to unlocking the party boat.
So we're probably in like different stages of the game.
Yeah, you don't have to follow the same path. You can veer off and do different things based on what quests you're working on.
Oh.
I know, like with my game, I had unlocked and built this like the high school, but my friend doesn't have any of the schools in her game.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And you can complete Sandy Suburbs tasks. So from the last time I played, that was still a thing that they were waiting to unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's like the desert, right?
I think so because I really don't know what Sandy Suburbs is.
Oh. And if you leave the game for a week or longer, when you return, you will have free simoleons. Amount varies. The maximum amount one can have is 100 million.
100 million, yeah.
After they reach the limit, they cannot purchase any simoleon packs with real money. Weekly task always gives 5,000 as a benchmark rewards per week, so you'll get one 2,000 and one 3,000.
I like that they put a cap on that because
Yeah.
it's nice. Like even when they're like, "Yeah, keep giving us money," they'll be like, "Oh, that's enough. You've spent enough money here. You have enough. No more spending money on simoleons."
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's not if you leave the game, that's what you spend in the week.
For the 100 million.
Yeah.
No, that's just overall. That's as much as you can have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The for the if you leave the game for a week or longer, I think the most I've ever gotten is like 50,000 simoleons.
So when I came back, of course, I don't remember what I had 7 years ago, but I
Mm-hmm.
had like 238,000 when I came back. But I mean, that's not enough, unfortunately, to unlock a lot. So that
Mm-hmm.
$99 thing is not going to unlock too much for you.
Yeah. And that's what sucks about these kind of games is like the more you play and the more stuff you buy within the game, like the next time you go to buy it, it costs more and it just keeps going up and up and up from there.
Yeah. Cuz like when I play those puzzle games, it goes up more like you can pay like $1 and you can get like enough coins so you can get 5 more moves so you can try to beat your level. But then like if you don't beat the level, you have to pay like 1,200 coins this time, which is $2.
Yeah.
The most I've ever gotten up to was like 5,000 coins to try to get to the next level. So, like, all these microtransactions, they're going to try to get you to,
Mm-hmm.
like, go up to the next level.
Okay, so social points. They were introduced shortly after the expansion of social features in the game. You need them to build the nightclub, build certain houses. If you want to complete Sandy Suburbs tasks quickly, purchase some furniture items, gain any sort of boosts in the Influence Island event. Social points, same thing. There's a range from this one's the cheap one because you can buy 99 cents all the way up to $100 for social points. So that's like 10 social points all the way up to 2,000 social points. They can also be acquired completing social tasks in a neighbor's town, completing more Sandy Suburbs tasks. Once you complete the Money Grows on Trees quest, you can plant the social point flower, which is like the other flower for the simoleons. It costs 20 life points. The amount of social points you get varies, depends on the result of your roll, much like the other one. And once you reach VIP level 8, once you've shelled out a whole bunch of money, you can earn a free daily spin on the social point flower. And many of the live events contain social points as a reward for completing tasks. Where you spend them, you can spend them in the home store and the online store. So anything that costs social points in the home store has a purple diamond like shape. I think it's supposed to be a purple plumb bob, is what it
Yeah.
looks like to me. It's just the purple diamond was written in the Sims Freeplay wiki.
Y'all know it's a plumb bob.
It's a plumb bob. It's a purple plumb bob. It's in the top left corner. Previously, the nightclub cost 15 social points, but as of the Grand Garages update, you'll receive it for free. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, when I loaded it for the first time, I had that, and I don't understand how the nightclub works either.
Now, I can't remember if I have the nightclub or if I have something like the nightclub. No, I have the nightclub. Yeah, I've been there a couple times with my Sims. And during live events, you can use social points to speed up tasks. For normal tasks, you would use lifestyle points, which we will head into now.
So, lifestyle points are arguably the rarest and most valuable currency in the game. They are needed to quick complete actions, purchase cupcakes. Oh, yeah, because that's like your currency type. That's another currency type thing is cupcake.
Yeah.
Do double shifts and purchase rare clothing, furniture, pets, and cars, among other things. Lifestyle points are similar to lifetime wishes in The Sims. And these ones range from $3 to $100.
I didn't understand like the lifetime wishes other than using them to complete tasks. I didn't understand how they equated to that, but that's just me.
I don't think that I've gone through. Maybe I have. I don't remember. But I don't think I've done any of those yet.
I know I've used them for stuff.
Yeah, I've used them for stuff too.
I don't know how they equate to lifetime wishes.
So lifestyle points can be acquired for free by watching ads, having a pet dig them up, completing certain tasks, leveling up, increasing your town's worth, completing Sandy Suburbs tasks, receiving them as a party boat gift, and then placing first or second in a competition. And players can earn lifestyle points by doing hobbies that give players one lifestyle point each time a sim reaches level 6 in the hobby. Completing a hobby continuously can give players a lot of lifestyle points. For example, by completing the cooking hobby, it gives you 5. Using as many sims as possible for this hobby will help complete the cooking hobby faster. Most hobbies have 2, 3, 5, or 6 lifestyle points. The cooking hobby is the best way to earn lifestyle points. The more Sims you use for this hobby, the faster it is. It takes approximately 10 to 15 minutes to complete it. Players also earn lifestyle points through planting a life point lotus. There's a lot of flowers in this game too.
Yeah, they are big on the flowers.
And the trees and all that
Mm-hmm.
fun stuff. So this life point lotus costs real money, depending on the player's country and the amount needed, with the jackpot being 500. The money grows on trees. Quests must be completed in order to unlock this. The last major way to get through these is through town worth level. Each level or town worth increase to hit a point would award some lifestyle points. A minor chance based way is through ads. So those ads, I wasn't getting ads. I was getting like, if you click on this and give like your zip code and stuff up, we will give you 2 lifestyle points or whatever for that. And that doesn't
Oh,
sit
yeah.
well with me.
Yeah, I know that they had stuff like that, but then I don't know if that's changed since I played, but when I was playing, it would give you occasionally like a little pop-up like over your mailbox or something where you could like just keep watching ads, watching ads, watching ads, and it'll give you items for your house, it'll give you some CAS items, it'll give you
Oh,
points, simoleons.
I would have loved that.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, I'm not giving my info out, but like somebody who's like really desperate might. And that just kind of, I don't like
Don't
when,
do it. Don't do it,
yeah.
people. If there's anything you take away from this, do not give your information to people.
Yes, free doesn't always mean that
Free.
there aren't like bad things that are going to happen after.
Yeah.
And weekly tasks always give 3 lifestyle points per week. Prior to the introduction of social points, the amount of Facebook or Game Center friends a player had was considered a currency. Its only use was building the nightclub and receiving gifts on the party boat.
Oh, I do have the party boat. I just remembered because I do know I had like 2 friends on my friends list. And because of that, I got like so many gifts off the party boat.
I'm trying to see this
Sandy Suburbs.
Sandy Suburbs. Wasn't Shady Shoals one of the towns in another game?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know how to navigate this. This is another thing. It's kind of hard to navigate.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it looks like the desert town.
Okay, so it's gonna try to play an ad. Oh no. See, that's another thing. I was just clicking something and an ad popped up,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot skip these ads.
Oh, I hate when you get those ones. As far as these like extra outside of the main town, I have the island.
Okay.
I don't have any other unlocked area.
So is that like a reality show? Is that what they're trying to do with the island? The way when like it was popping up to tell me about it, it read like it was supposed to try to be like a weird survivor type thing.
I'm not 100% sure. I get that vibe from it, definitely. There's like different elements, kind of, on
Okay.
different sides of the island. I haven't unlocked all of them yet. I've unlocked like the volcano and the side with the farm. I've unlocked those two sides.
It let me go to it and then I couldn't figure out how to do anything, and it might just be me because if I don't know how to do something in 2 seconds, I get annoyed and stop doing
Uh
it. So I was like, this looks like it's trying to charge me money to do this, and I'm not playing this game.
mm-hmm. No, I somehow got to the quest where you can unlock animals, and it starts with unlocking a farm so you can have horses. Horses for vanity.
Yeah, Vanity, here you go.
There's your
Play this
horses.
game.
They didn't put them in Sims 4. They put them in Sims Freeplay.
Yeah, and you can only pay probably as much as you've paid for all the expansions.
Yeah. Speaking of spending money, VIP perks in the game. This was introduced to add perks for players who made purchases with real life money. Yeah, there's 1 through 15, and yeah, you get a whole bunch of different stuff. I am a VIP 2, which means I've got I can have my Sims do double shifts at work if I purchase stuff. This is for every level, builds on and builds on as you
Yeah.
go. You get more social points, lifestyle points, and simoleons when you purchase them. So it'll give you like a ×1 or ×2 bonus. So for every level that you do, it's like times this much.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So it does make it worth it to spend all that money. Kind of. I'll give them a little smidgen on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and VIP 2, you get a bigger rainbow cake, which keeps your Sims inspired. It keeps their needs up, and their actions will sparkle and give you more XP when they complete
Oh.
stuff. So yeah, I think I have enough. I've banked enough rainbow cake that I can keep all of my Sims inspired for like 2 days.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, you get not only all these perks, but you get like CAS items that you can buy.
Oh.
Because I know on VIP 2 you can get like the fancy like red carpet dress with the boa.
I would love that. I am
Mm-hmm.
bougie in my games, not in real
Yeah.
life.
I do have one Sim. She's like a little fashionista. She's working. I think there's like a hobby for clothing design or something like that. And I'm having her work on that one.
I like that they put the hobbies in because that was like my favorite Sims 2 thing.
Mm-hmm.
The hobby pack. I know you can do sewing and like with a new pack you can do, is it cross stitch? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, not sewing, knitting. You can do
Yeah.
knitting and cross stitch in the games now, but I miss like ballet and all that fun stuff. I don't think that it's like dancing. Okay, that's a hobby probably, but I miss like hobbies,
Yeah.
like that type of stuff.
You can like level up and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice touch that they added into this one.
So we're going to life stages. Typically, a sim goes through 6 life stages in the game: baby, toddler, preteen, teen, adult, and senior, and they can have different actions in each stage.
So that's nice. I guess instead of having kids, they have preteens, but that's a nice change from the regular Sims games.
Yeah. Am I mistaken? Did Sims 2 have preteens, or was that also just baby, toddler, kid, teen, adult, and senior?
I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've played Sims 2.
Maybe I'm thinking of another game too that had preteens. So, babies are the first life stage, of course. To create a baby, a player has to buy a crib from the home store or the children's store. and then pay an additional 3 lifestyle points once the player bought the cot. Is that like woohooing?
Yeah, you can't woohoo to get a baby in free play. Yep.
Oh,
You have to buy the crib and then you have to like click on it and like have a baby and
okay.
then drop the lifestyle points on it.
Okay, so it's like Sims 1 ish, where they just kiss a bunch, and then it's like, do you want to have a baby? And you're like, yeah, sure. But you don't have to buy anything, obviously.
Mhm. Yep, and yeah, and what's nice is like you don't need like two Sims to have the baby. Like
Oh,
yeah, so you can have like same-sex couples having a baby, you can have like single parents having a baby.
oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. Makes it a little more like I mean, in the Sims games you still need two to tango, but
Yeah.
but yeah, like any situation you can create a baby. There you go.
So you're pregnant for 24 hours. I bet a lot of people wish that. Um, you can speed it up like everything else with lifestyle points. Once that's up, tap on the cot. So is the cot the crib? Is that
Yeah, it's just another
okay?
name for it.
And it takes you to create a sim. The player chooses what the baby looks like. Obviously, adult features aren't available for babies. And you can pick its name and the surname, so last name for American people, has to be the parent's last name. And after it's finished, your baby's in the house. And there's 5 different interactions. So this is a lot like Sims 4. Change diaper, cuddle, play with rattle. You have to buy the rattle for 3 lifestyle points. Give food, entertain, and you can have a birthday. It costs 5 lifestyle points to bake a birthday cake before a quest is done. And then having a birthday makes them age into a toddler.
And speaking of toddlers, they are easier to look after than babies because they can sleep by themselves, they can walk by themselves, they can play by themselves. Some activities, though, still need to be done with help. You still have to have an older sim bring them food. An adult needs to look after them when in the bathtub. Real world, uh,
Yeah,
real world tips there. Adults look after kids in the bath.
hopefully.
Yeah, most of the time they play and do activities on their own. They can ride rocking horses, they can go to the swimming pool, they can play hide and seek, play patty cake, they can dress up. Oh, it's so cute when they dress up. There's like a little chest of costumes that they can hop into. It's really cute.
Oh,
There's one nice like it's a little panda bear.
oh,
It's so cute. I love it so much as salty as I get about this game, I there are some points that I'm like, I love this. It's so cute. They can also interact with pets.
oh.
They can have a hobby as well. They can play with the playhouse, and it's one of the easiest way to get lifestyle points. There's one at the pool that they can play with, or after you do the Into Clubhouse quest, you can get one for your own house. Preteens?
When the toddler becomes a preteen, he or she can start doing hobbies like ballet, karate, or figure skating. There's the ballet. A
Yeah.
karate would be cool to put in the
Yeah.
store.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. And that takes me back to Sims 3 World Adventures, where you could go to Shang Simla
Oh,
and learn
yeah.
how to do like karate.
I forgot about that. You guys, like, when you do the Sims 3 stuff, I'm like, I forgot that that was even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They can stay in the house alone and they get to complete school grades by studying. They can also interact with toddlers. And then there's teens. Teens were released in October 2013 and can be unlocked in the game by finishing the teenager's quest. They are here due to Osiris, the friendly alien, by fixing the cake system and adding a chance for a preteen to grow into a teen.
I think I'm working on that quest right now in my game because I know Osiris is wandering around my world.
Oh, I've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right before this came out, I remember this is around when I stopped playing.
Oh yeah.
And they are present in the new update where there's a Simtown High School. So the release in mid November 2013 was a hobby for Teen Idol. They will be known for love, relationships, socializing, and being together as friends. They can become famous Sims, and players can unlock a 3-story mansion for them.
Wow.
That would be cool. This is like
Like,
TikTok.
yeah. I want to know which teenagers have 3-story mansions.
These TikTok houses, like these kids in these TikTok houses have
Mm-hmm.
like acres worth of like mansions. And like I watch a lot of YouTubers who just like roast them, and then they're like, but I can't say nothing because I'm like almost 30 and I don't have a mansion.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
And then teens like preteens, they stay home by themselves and look after babies and toddlers.
And then finally, adults. This stage is the main life of a sim. Like when you first start up the game and you create a sim, it's an adult. This category allows for such things as having different types of relationships, work, jobs, hobbies, providing money for the household. By finishing the adulthood quest, players can age their teens to adults, and adults can do everything by themselves and they can have relationships, as previously stated. I'm sorry if these notes sound really weird. I pulled them off. There is an actual wiki for The Sims Freeplay, and I don't think it's been updated in years. So,
Yes, I think they did some of this and then they just kind of like gave up.
yeah, I don't think there's like an editor like watching when people update these things because a lot of things sound really redundant.
Yep, that's true.
I did try to look up as much as I could off the regular Sims wiki, and they didn't have a whole lot, so I had to mainly rely on the Sims Freeplay wiki.
They're like, we don't even care, man.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. Whatever.
Yeah, we care more about these other games. We're not going to give a crap about these.
If you want to play The Sims, go play The Sims. We're just The Sims
Yeah,
Freeplay.
we'll tell you everything you need to know about the regular Sims games, but if you want to know about free play, figure it out, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen and gentlethems.
Yep. And then finally, seniors, which neither of us have gotten this far, I don't think.
No.
No. Seniors live their golden ages. From level 21 on, adults can become seniors if they have their birthday. However, the player needs to finish the seniors quest first. And in February 2014, they added a new hobby for quilting that seniors can do. You can also have new pets such as birds. See, I don't understand. This seems like just a regular update, and they threw it in the seniors section, but whatever.
Well, look at the other things that have been thrown in just
Yeah.
willy nilly. In The Sims 4, especially.
Oh, yeah. Seniors can play bingo on the mysterious island and win simoleons, but seniors do have a lifespan. So, like with the other life stages, they can be that stage forever. You do not have to age them up. But once you have seniors, they suddenly have a timer on them. A senior can pass away by a Grim Reaper when they're ready to pass away. It says they're ready to pass away when the circle is red around like their head in the like when you in your like player select thing. There are no requirements for a birthday cake, and when it becomes red, a pop-up will appear saying your senior sim has fulfilled their life dream and is ready to move on. Then the Grim Reaper will appear. He'll cast a spell over your sim, and the sim will disappear. You cannot get that sim back unless you make another one and create a sim that was exactly like that one.
Well, that's actually kind of sweet.
Yeah. A little more lifelike than the actual Sims games where you're like, oh, you can play with the Grim Reaper, or you can have their ghost come back and you can add the ghost to the household or something.
Yeah, and like you can cheat them back too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's go on to relationships because we need relationships and friendly relationships. There are several stages to a friendly relationship. To create a friendly relationship between two Sims, have them do interactions such as be nice, bro hug, or chest bump. As a pair of Sims advance through each stage, they only need a certain amount of simoleons and experience points. Once the Sims reach best friend stage, they cannot go over it and they will stay that way until they are romantic or friendly.
Oh, there's also romantic relationships, and there are several stages to romantic relationships. To create a romantic relationship between two Sims, you need to have them do actions such as be romantic and kiss hand, which is only for budding romance or above. You can woohoo, but that's only available for partners, engaged, or married Sims. As a pair of Sims advance through each stage of romance, a certain amount of simoleons and XP will be received. So yeah, you go from budding romance to date to partners to engaged and then to married. If a Sim has a romantic interaction with another Sim than their partner within date and above, their relationship with that partner will deteriorate, and the partner has the option to break up. Both Sims will become acquaintances, and the player must start over from scratch if they want to restore that relationship.
That kind of sucks. They don't allow polyamorous.
Actually, I do have a house where all three of them, like, I have them all interact with each other, and then I have them all woohoo with each other. So it's not like an official polyamorous relationship, but it kind of functions as such.
Do they get mad at each other though?
No, that's the beauty of it. They do not get mad at each other.
I wonder then, did they take this out and allow that type of thing?
Maybe they might have changed this. Like I said, this wiki was a little outdated, it seemed. So, but yeah, that was one of my favorite things. Was like, oh, this house is now polyamorous. I love it.
I love it. And marriage. When two Sims become partners, the option of proposed marriage is available. You will be prompted to buy an engagement ring. The higher in value the ring, the more likely the Sim will accept. That's like bit life.
Oh, bit life. Okay.
Yeah. You can buy like a bubblegum ring and you propose to them in a really weird spot, they're going to be like, no. But if you buy like a 20-carat ring and you propose at like the Grand Canyon, they're going to be like, yeah, sure. Not always,
Yes.
but most of the time. And then the Sim accepts they will become engaged, obviously. The two Sims will not be married until they move in together. Only a married couple can buy a crib and have a baby, but it sounds kind of like that's been patched out too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that has been patched out because I swear I have like a single parent sim in my game. We'll have to dig into this game and play it some more and get back to you
Yeah,
on it.
if I can figure it out.
Hmm.
And if a married couple breaks up, the player will need an eternity ring to instantly get them back together, which costs 10 LP. If not, the player must start over from scratch.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one bad thing about my polyamorous house is that they can't get engaged to each other.
Oh,
Because as soon as like two of them will get engaged, and you try to propose to the other one, it'll deteriorate the first coupling.
okay. So they patched it out to the point up into engagement.
Yeah, you can't have multiple engagements going on.
Okay. Just like The Sims, unless you get MCCC, and then you can be
Yep.
engaged and married to everyone.
Hmm. And then on the flip side of the relationship bar, you got the nemesis relationships. There are several stages to unfriendly relationships. To create an unfriendly relationship between two Sims, have them do actions such as be rude, complain, rude hand gesture, and the slap. As a pair of Sims advance through each stage, a certain amount of simoleons and XP will be received. Once the Sims reach Nemesis status, they cannot go over it and it will stay that way unless they're nice to each other and become friends again. Which is pretty fun. I do have some Nemesis in my game.
So, rude hand gesture, do they bleep it out? I've not done it before.
I think so.
Oh, that sucks.
It's like they hold up their hand and it's like a little circle of pixelation,
Oh,
which is funny.
that was in one of the old games too, I think. Maybe Sims 1.
I think I remember that.
And teen relationships. Relationships may take a little longer for teen Sims. Instead of 1 minute, they take 5 minutes to finish.
Like I think each interaction that you have is a minute.
Oh,
So with the
okay.
teens it's going to be 5 minutes.
Okay. Teen idol relationships. That's the hobby in the teen update. Teen idols can interact with other teens, such as take selfie with fan, help swooning fan, and sign autograph. To have this interaction with teen idols, you need to finish the quest Road to Fame. Teen idols can take selfie with fan if they are good friends or best friends with another teen. That doesn't make much sense because wouldn't you want to? Your fan's not going to be your friend.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Help swooning fan and sign autograph is for good friend and best friend relationship stages only. That doesn't. I don't agree with that, but I'm not a programmer,
Yeah, we didn't make this game.
unfortunately.
No. Preteen Sims relationships are similar to those of teen and adult Sims, but they cannot have romantic relationships.
Good.
Yeah, definitely good. If a teen and a preteen dislike each other, the teen might give a noogie to the preteen.
I want to see this.
I do too. Only way they could improve that is give them a swirly.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Y'all need to listen because we
Yeah.
got some ideas.
As with the regular Sims games, we have ideas. Hire us.
Yeah, and then go on YouTube and listen to some of them. Well, some of them are game changers, but
Mm-hmm. There are 4 different colored interactions. Like when you click on a sim or an item or whatever, you get like there's different colors for what you can do. But for the relationships, they have 4 different colors. Green interactions will cultivate friendships. Purple and pink interactions will cultivate romance. Red interactions will degrade the current relationship and eventually give the Sims the option to break up if they are romantically involved or divorce if they're married. And then blue interactions mean Sims will be strangers or acquaintances. So it starts blue and then goes green, and then from there you can make it purple or pink, or you can make it red.
yeah, causing chaos everywhere.
Some little bits of trivia. Sims cannot be romantic with each other until you complete the Love is in the Air quest, but that's really early on in the game when you're playing. Only adult and senior Sims can woohoo. Good.
Yes.
A sim may have multiple partners, but any romantic interaction with one partner will lead to the others to dislike the current partner, which I think, once again, I think that's patched out because I have that one household. Married Sims cannot have babies until you complete the 2.5 Sims quest.
I feel like maybe I made the family with a preteen already because I noticed I had a preteen in there, but I thought that I don't remember doing that quest. Again, that was forever ago, so I
Yeah.
might have.
Yeah, they might have changed it between the 2 times that I played.
Right. So, the Sims in the Sims Freeplay can get a job and cultivate a successful career, while preteens and teenagers can enroll in school. The higher their grades are, the more allowance and XP they earn. There's a total of 11 jobs an adult Sim can choose from. I'm going to go quickly through these: artist, musician, firefighter, athlete, politician, scientist, teacher, real estate agent, profession at police station, profession at movie studio, profession at hospital. The higher the level in their job, the more simoleons and XP they gain. When a sim leaves their job, they start the new job at level 1, and if they go back to their old job, they will have been demoted by 1 level, will have to progress to get back to where they were before. You do not lose job experience by sending your Sims to work. So, like in The Sims, where you don't send them to work, you're not going to get penalized.
Mm-hmm.
You can send them once a day whenever you get on.
Yep. And it's like a full, like 8-hour day or however long a day it is from the time you send them to the time they get home. Whenever you send them. And I'm pretty sure I don't have the hospital built right now in my game, but I do have Sims in all the other fields. And speaking of like the hospital, the movie studio, and the police station, those are professions. And that's a special type of work. It allows you to accompany your Sims to their workplace so you can actually go with them. So it's kind of like get to work, kind of. You go with them. You build and develop workstations and assist with other Sims. When you reach level 6, your Sims can specialize in like 2 unique profession paths, which unlock more workstations and prizes. Like at the police station, you're just like a regular desk clerk until you get to level 6, and then you can either become Metro Police or a special agent. Then at the movie studio, you can become a director or a performer, and at the hospital, you can become a doctor or a nurse.
Live events. These live events take place every update. The goal is to collect enough resources using different stations specific to that type of event within a certain amount of days to unlock and purchase all the prizes as well as the grand prize. If you don't finish the time limit or you miss out, you will have to wait until the developers bring back that event. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, and we were talking about this before we started recording. This was towards the end of when I was playing. This was basically the only reason I kept playing was to hopefully see a live event pop up. because it took my mind out of it. It was like that kind of like repetitive task, like do this, do this, do this, earn stuff, earn stuff, earn stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool. Your Sims make candles, and then you can have your Sims make like clay things and glass and beads. For the most part, it's usually like arts and crafts related stuff that you got to make. And from there, you can buy casts or build by stuff for your game.
I didn't know about all that. That's cool.
Yeah. It's just what kills me is that they only do it when they update the game. They don't do it on a regular schedule. Because I play Merge Dragons on my phone, and they have like clockwork. Every weekend, there's an event to play. There's an event to play. So that's like the only reason I keep playing that game is to play these weekend events. But the Sims Freeplay is just like, oh, hey, we updated the game. Here's an event.
Yeah, and I wonder how often it's updated now too,
Mm-hmm.
with not a lot of people playing.
Yeah. The one thing that sucks, and I noted it here, is when an event comes back around, all your resources start at zero again. So it doesn't matter how much you had, you need to either spend it or it's gone. Because you start back at zero and you'll have to buy the stations all over again.
That's so crappy.
Yeah. I know I've done like the French Romance because I got a list of the events that they've done here. I've done the
Hmm.
French Romance, I have done Glam Mansion, and there was another one I did, but I can't remember which one it was.
What's Glam Mansion? Was that like just making a fancy mansion?
Yeah, like it had like fancy counters, fancy like tile floors. You could buy like stuff for your pool.
Oh, so like what was that pack garden thing?
Yeah. French Romance was really cool. Like one if you got everything for that, you could basically build like one of those nice fancy mansions on in the French Riviera.
Oh,
It was really pretty.
some of these look really cool, and I wish they could
Mhm.
do something like this in like the games because they did patch in that live event with the concert.
Mhm.
Some of these would be cool to just have like short time things that they patch in and patch out in the game.
Yeah. It would be really cool and just like earn stuff that you could keep in your game, like the t-shirts from the concerts.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember because you were kind of late into The Sims 4, but kind of in, I guess, like the beginning, they had like a Day of the Dead thing. I think Jasmine Holiday, they like patched her in and then patched her out. I forgot what she did, but I think she was also part of the Day of the Dead thing too.
Yeah, I know I've seen the Day of the Dead skulls because
Yeah,
they're still in the buy debug menu. But yeah, I missed that live event completely. There's like an Easter egg one too, I think.
yes, that's what she did.
Hmm.
And then Millie Bobby Brown, for some reason,
Yeah, I started playing like right at the tail end of the Millie Bobby Brown event.
like do good.
Like be nice to each other and stuff like that. Like spread kindness. I think she came with like motivational posters, like those old
Oh, like memes.
yeah, like the old meme style where it was like a picture in a black background with the words underneath.
Wow.
I
I
think
didn't
I
play that.
unlocked a couple of those before it ended.
I wonder, are those maybe still available in debug?
Yeah, I think they are still in the buy debug menu.
Oh, I might try to do that.
Hmm.
Because the concert, I actually learned this from a guy on YouTube. He said the concert you can still do in debug mode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did it. I downloaded somebody's like festival area, like summer festival type
Hmm.
thing, and I went in debug mode and I got like the piano in the little stage area, and then you can, because I have MCC and UI, you can like debug the concert to start.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, a helpful hint for you. If you missed the summer sessions or whatever they call it during the summer of Sims and you wanted to take advantage of it, there you go.
I feel like those were very niche artists to
Yeah,
do
like
it.
I think we had talked about this in one episode. Like I only kind of know who BB Rexa is. I didn't really I don't really know the other people.
I didn't either. And then like I was scrolling through Facebook and somebody in one of the Sims groups was like, I love whatever the band was. They're like,
Oh
I
yeah.
love blah blah blah. This is such a huge thing. And I was like, I wish I knew who these people were.
Mhm. Like the other girl that they had, like I loved her voice. So I might look her up again, but yeah, I had no idea who any of them were really.
Yeah, and BB Rexa is probably one that you know because she's done songs with other people. Like
Mhm.
I don't know how many people actually know her, by herself.
I do know one of her songs that's just her by herself. Like that's all right, that's okay, or whatever.
Oh,
I think it was popular last year.
it's something about breaking up or
Um,
somebody didn't like you back. My friend talked about that song a lot.
maybe. I think it was "I'm a Mess."
Yes, that song.
Mm-hmm.
I only know her from at first when she did the Florida Georgia line
Oh
song.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to offend people who like country, but Florida Georgia Line is one of those bands I really do not like out of the
Oh
country genre.
no,
And I'm like, that song is not.
they're like that party country that I
Yeah.
hate. Yeah. No offense if that's your jam, but yeah.
I love old country, but I'm also old. So these kids in their party country.
Yep.
Back in my day, we had boots under. Whose bed has your boots been under?
Mm-hmm.
And Boot Scoot and Boogie.
Yep. And people falling in love with tractors and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember this, but probably a little bit before this came out, there was a Sims game on Facebook. Did you ever play that?
No, I didn't, but I kind of remember it.
So this is, I don't know how many people remember these days, but this is like back when Facebook was still like a fun thing to do. Not,
Not the uh, gaping maw of social media that it is today.
yes, where your grandma is mad at fake memes.
Yeah,
Um,
and you have to every post gets like a little censor bar over. It's like this is not factual.
yes, and people are getting 30-day mutes for stuff posted 6 years ago.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten any mutes. Not that I post anything bad, but from like the way the algorithm seems to be set up, I'm surprised just my random ramblings haven't gotten me a ban.
Like, I don't know if this has happened to you. It did happen to me. Like, I posted something with, I think I put the word bitch in it, and it's like, Facebook was like, you can't say that. That's offensive. And I was like, okay, I don't care.
I know. I saw somebody that got a 30-day ban for saying that in a dog breeding group.
Oh my God.
And to remind everyone, bitch is the technical term for a female
Yes.
dog.
Wow. I was like, bitch, if I have to see this, you do too, to my friend in some kind of shaming group. And Facebook was like, you can't say that. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just send her an IM then and say it.
Mm-hmm.
So this game was kind of like this, where you would paint and you would get like paint and you would have to have so many paints to complete a quest. So it was like Farmville, but with The Sims.
Oh wow. Oh god, there were so many of those Farmville type games too.
Yes.
Before all these pay to play mobile games, it was Farmville.
City something.
City something. Yeah.
Townville.
Townville. Yes, I played Townville.
And Farm. I played the Farm one and I played the number two, the sequel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Zynga broke away from Facebook, and then Facebook just started to become angry grandmas.
Yep. Oh, that was a special time in our lives playing those kind of games on Facebook.
Yeah, that's how we would spend our days back in the early 2010,
Yep.
young kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now it's mobile transactions.
Mm-hmm. All these microtransactions that you don't realize are racking up until like $80 or more.
Yeah, I had Google Pixel like in between my iPhone 7 and now I have an iPhone 11.
Mm-hmm.
And Android, I don't know if it's an Apple thing. If someone knows and wants to tag me in the Discord to tell me this, feel free to. Because, like I said, if I can't find something in 2 seconds, I get
Mm-hmm.
mad and give up.
Or just like shout us out on social media. We'll pass it along to Jen.
Yeah. Find me on Tumblr because no one messages us on Tumblr.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to make a Tumblr. You can be anonymous, and I'll be like, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Just come talk to us on Tumblr.
The dying media of Tumblr, too.
Well, it all changed when they stopped letting not safe for work stuff through.
Yes, that's very true. But The Android will track your purchases,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to put an alert on because I was getting really bad. Like, I was like, I'll just pay $1 to do this homescapes level. And I got to like, it wasn't a lot, but it was an unhealthy amount to where my partner was like, I think you need to stop playing that game.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because those happen a lot faster than you think they do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then I don't know if it's available on Apple phones, but like on Android phones, there's a Google Play Rewards
Mm-hmm.
where you
Don't
can
have it on Apple though.
not Apple. That sucks. But yeah, if you have Android, you can download Google Play Rewards, and every now and then it'll give you a survey that'll give you money, and then you can use that money to fund your
Yeah,
microtransactions in all your games.
do that. Don't
Yeah,
do what I did.
yeah. I will not spend money if it's not in my Google Play account.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy movies and books and stuff too.
Yeah, not just in your games, but that's where I use my money.
Yeah. I think my friend bought, or maybe this was something she used differently, but she got some kind of Amazon thing. That
Ooh.
could have very well been something else because she does Mist. So there's things like Mist Play and stuff that you guys can join too, and that will pay you for playing games.
I could never get that to work for me, but if you can get that to work for you, go
Yeah.
for it.
I couldn't either. She made $250 off of it.
Wow.
I couldn't figure it out. So
Good on her.
if you have tips, leave them in the Discord or the Tumblr.
Or on social media, anywhere.
Yeah. Share with your fellow friends
Yes. So yeah, that was an overview of Sims Freeplay and our saltiness about playing it.
and paying money.
Yep. Any final thoughts on Sims Freeplay before we wrap up?
I mean, you can play it, just try it out, but just keep in mind that eventually it's probably not going to be what you want
Yeah.
anymore.
It's fun up to a certain point for me. Like this was my feeling on it. It's fun up to a certain point, but when you basically are stuck where you're at without buying your way forward, it really bogs you down and makes you not want to play it ever again.
As you probably noticed, both of us played for a little bit and then stopped for years.
Yeah.
So play it till it's not fun anymore. It's a nice thing to go on the go to because you're probably not going to want to take your laptop to play
Yeah.
games in
Yep.
public.
You can play it on your tablet, you can play it on your phone, even though it's really tiny on your phone. I've seen it. But yeah. Enjoy. If you play or if you have played before, let us know your thoughts and feelings on it. You can reach out to us. We are Plumbobcast on Instagram and Twitter, Plumbob Podcast on Reddit, under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr. Talk to Jen on Tumblr. We'd love it. Talk to us anywhere.
Yeah.
We do have a website. It is still, at this point, it is still under construction, but it should be up and running soon. So maybe by the time this is out, but I don't know where we're at with that one. Watch our social media. We'll let you know. We'll
Yeah.
make a big to do when the new website is up and running. But
Yeah.
until then, you can email us at undertheplumbobpodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe, rate, and review anywhere you get your podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, Google Play, Pandora. If we're not on your podcast app or whatever, reach out, let us know. We would love to get on more platforms. I threw this together, so thank you, me.
Good job, Jess.
Well, thanks. It was mainly scouring the Sims wiki and the Sims Freeplay wiki for whatever that's worth. Last but definitely not least, thank you for listening and loving this, and we hope you enjoyed this episode on the Sims Freeplay. We hope it wasn't too salty for you. I know we tend to get really salty, especially as of late, but yeah. It happens.
Yeah, we'll add a little more cream into our. Oh, that sounded bad. We'll put a little less salt in. How about that?
Yeah. We got some good episodes coming up, I think, so.
Yeah.
Less salt. Maybe some real life salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Until then, save your game.
Yeah.
Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Get vaccinated. All that fun stuff.
Doesn't hurt that bad. I
No,
promise.
no, I had 0 problems. And yeah, I guess we'll go back to the real world now.
Bye.
Bye.
Barish. Dag dag.